Intellectual intelligence, or IQ. Intellectual intelligence is the ability to reason, solve problems, recognize patterns, and understand complex ideas. The idea became widely known through early intelligence testing in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, although human reasoning has always been valued throughout history. It differs from other forms of intelligence because it focuses mainly on logical thinking rather than emotions, creativity, or relationships. Imagine sitting with a difficult puzzle, hearing nothing except the ticking of a clock, feeling your mind slowly connect scattered pieces until the answer suddenly becomes clear. Many people believe high IQ alone guarantees success, yet countless brilliant people struggle because intelligence without discipline often stays unused. You can strengthen it by reading challenging books, learning mathematics, playing strategy games, solving puzzles, studying science, and questioning your own assumptions. A sharper mind grows through regular effort, not just natural talent. Emotional intelligence, or EQ. Emotional intelligence is the ability to understand, manage, and respond to emotions in yourself and others. The concept became popular through psychological research showing that emotions influence nearly every decision people make. Unlike IQ, it focuses on feelings, empathy, and relationships instead of logical analysis. Picture a tense conversation where voices rise, hearts beat faster, and one calm person notices everyone's emotions before speaking carefully enough to calm the room. Many assume emotional intelligence means always being kind, but sometimes it means having difficult conversations with honesty. You can develop it by practicing self-awareness, listening without interrupting, reflecting on emotions, journaling, asking for feedback, and learning empathy through genuine curiosity about others. Creative intelligence. Creative intelligence is the ability to produce original ideas, imagine possibilities, and solve problems in unusual ways. It has shaped art, inventions, storytelling, and scientific breakthroughs throughout human history. Unlike logical intelligence, it values originality over finding one correct answer. Think of staring at a blank page until a sudden idea appears, your heart races with excitement, and something completely new begins to take shape. People often mistake creativity as a gift reserved for artists, but it grows through experimentation and persistence. You can build it by brainstorming freely, exploring different subjects, making art, writing, asking a what-if questions, and allowing yourself to fail without fear. Social intelligence. Social intelligence is the ability to understand people, communicate effectively, and build healthy relationships. The idea comes from psychology's study of human interaction and behavior. It differs from emotional intelligence because it focuses more on navigating groups and social situations than managing feelings alone. Imagine entering a crowded room, noticing body language, hearing different tones of voice, and quickly sensing who feels confident, nervous, or left out. Many think popularity equals social intelligence, but truly socially intelligent people often speak less and observe more. You can improve it by practicing active listening, observing body language, improving communication skills, joining group activities, and learning from every conversation. Practical intelligence. Practical intelligence is the ability to apply knowledge to everyday life and solve real-world problems efficiently. It comes from observing that many successful people excel through experience rather than academic achievement. Unlike IQ, it focuses on doing instead of simply knowing. Imagine fixing a broken object with simple tools, adapting when plans suddenly change, or finding a shortcut that saves hours of work. People sometimes underestimate this intelligence because it rarely appears on exams, yet it often determines everyday success. You can develop it by learning hands-on skills, managing responsibilities, trying new experiences, and reflecting on mistakes instead of repeating them. Linguistic intelligence. Linguistic intelligence is the ability to use language effectively through speaking, writing, reading, and storytelling. It has been valued since ancient civilizations where communication shaped education, leadership, and culture. Unlike other intelligences, it centers on words and their power to inform, persuade, and inspire. Imagine reading a powerful speech that gives you goosebumps or hearing a story so vivid you can almost see every scene. Many believe it simply means having a large vocabulary, but true mastery lies in expressing ideas clearly. You can strengthen it by reading daily, writing regularly, learning new languages, expanding vocabulary, and practicing public speaking. Musical intelligence. Musical intelligence is the ability to recognize rhythm, melody, harmony, and sound patterns. Music has existed in nearly every known culture for thousands of years, making this one of humanity's oldest forms of intelligence. It differs because it processes sound in unique ways that often connect deeply with memory and emotion. Picture hearing the first few notes of a familiar song and instantly remembering a specific place, voice, or moment from years ago. Many assume musical talent is purely natural, but consistent practice reshapes listening abilities over time. You can develop it by learning an instrument, singing, studying music theory, practicing rhythm, and listening actively to different styles of music. Bodily kinesthetic intelligence. Bodily kinesthetic intelligence is the ability to control body movements with precision and skill. This intelligence is seen in athletes, dancers, surgeons, craftspeople, and performers whose bodies become highly trained tools. Unlike intellectual intelligence, it relies on movement instead of abstract thinking. Imagine catching a fast-moving ball without conscious calculation or performing a dance where every movement feels perfectly timed with the music. Many people think physical skill is only about strength, but coordination and body awareness matter even more. You can improve it through sports, dance, martial arts, yoga, crafting, and regular practice that builds muscle memory. Spatial intelligence. Spatial intelligence is the ability to visualize objects, understand shapes, and think in 3 dimensions. It has always been essential for architects, artists, engineers, sailors, and explorers who relied on mental visualization. Unlike linguistic intelligence, it communicates through images rather than words. Imagine rotating a puzzle piece in your mind before placing it perfectly, or walking through a building you've only imagined on paper. Many people overlook this intelligence because much of it happens silently inside the mind. You can strengthen it through drawing, map reading, model building, photography, design, and visualization exercises. Naturalistic intelligence. Naturalistic intelligence is the ability to recognize patterns in nature and understand living organisms and natural environments. It grew from humanity's long dependence on observing seasons, animals, plants, and weather for survival. Unlike other intelligences, it focuses on the natural world instead of human-made systems. Imagine walking through a forest, noticing the smell of wet soil, the sound of birds, the texture of tree bark, and tiny details others walk past without seeing. Many assume this intelligence only belongs to biologists, yet anyone can develop a deeper awareness of nature. You can build it by gardening, hiking, observing wildlife, learning ecology, and spending regular time outdoors. Existential intelligence. Existential intelligence is the ability to think deeply about life's biggest questions, including purpose, meaning, morality, and existence itself. Philosophers and spiritual traditions across cultures have explored these questions for thousands of years. Unlike practical intelligence, it seeks understanding rather than immediate solutions. Imagine lying awake under a sky full of stars, feeling both incredibly small and strangely connected while wondering why people exist at all. Some dismiss these questions as impractical, yet they often shape the values behind every important decision we make. You can develop this intelligence by reading philosophy, studying different worldviews, reflecting through journaling, having thoughtful conversations, and spending quiet time thinking. In the end, intelligence may not be about reaching one final answer, but about discovering which questions you choose to keep asking. Every intelligence is unique in itself and has its own value. Which one do you have?